Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down, Stafford here. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Stafford on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, it's Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Paul Krause. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw on second down. Young steps away to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Young. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw is Young. Back to the air on second down. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Young off the play fake. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He'll field this at the 5. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That pitch just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Looking to throw. Young. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jermaine Kearse from 3 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 45.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Well, they've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position, so let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
They'll run with Peterson. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alshon Jeffrey, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. He completes it to Tate. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Stafford drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And there's Golden Tate doing exactly what he does well. Extra yards after the catch.
Yeah, exactly. To your point, among wide receivers, no one had more yards after the catch than Tate last year at 6. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the all-time interception king, Paul Krause. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Out to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to throw. Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They set up the screened LT. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. But sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. On 3rd down, LaDainian Tomlinson. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the Raven defense is going to call a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. He'll run, Tomlinson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson taking it in. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now Young on 1st and 10. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Looking to throw. Young. It's caught on the left side by Curse. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Red zone opportunity. Here's Young on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Stafford now on second down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football.
And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Young now, throwing to start the drive. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he spins through. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. To throw is Young. Off play action. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Geno Atkins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Young from the gun, he'll throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Throwing on first down. Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Big 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And all the way in for the touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. So he visits pay dirt for a second time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the second time, yet his team's still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Ravens taking the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A good pickup there at 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Ravens on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw. Young. And this is caught by Curse. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now Young from the gun on third down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to throw. Young. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. The play clock's running down. On 1st and 10, Stafford over the middle, complete to Tate. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Back to throw. Young. Wide open receiver complete. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jermaine Kearse with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Looking to throw. Young. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Caught right side, Tate. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Stafford on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. He's still on his feet. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Now Stafford. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Back to the running game. It's Tomlinson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And now running right through it. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go out into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Now the ball comes loose. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over. Really a great game that we just saw, Charles. Interesting ending, that's for sure. You don't usually see a fumble on the final play of the game, but they were just trying to do whatever they could to get in the end zone. They coughed it up.
I think you're exactly right on that. You do what you have to do to try and win the game. They gave it a shot. You're exactly right about a fumble, then finishing the game, getting the recovery. Wow, a strange ending, but a heck of a game overall.